So we're moving on. We're trying to get through the program, but there's a lot to talk about, a lot to get through. But we are going to
honor, we take time to honor Robert, or A.L.L. Robert Thornton Jr., also known as Young Dolph. Very important. We're almost coming on here, but we want a brother who had connections to the family speak on the legacy of the one and only Young Dolph, A.L.L. Robert Thornton Jr., the one and only Right Reverend Dr. Earle Fisher.
Amen.
Do your job.
Amen. Amen. All right.
Yeah.
When I say his name, you say Young Dolph. Say his name. Say his name. Okay, let me back up a little bit, because if I was in church, I'd say first giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. I'd say, I bring you greetings from the Abyssinian Baptist Church in Whitehaven, where the Right Reverend Earle J. Fisher is the senior pastor. We are a church that is affectionately referred to as the blackest church in Memphis and Shelby County. No, seriously. There's a member of Abyssinian named Pamela Bailey. And she would often tell me about her friend who had a nephew who was allegedly a famous hip-hop artist. About 2 years ago, in the middle of the pandemic, I would see a name pop up on our Facebook live stream. The name was Rita X. Myers. I discovered that she considered herself to be a surrogate member of Abyssinia. Aunt Rita was the executive director of the Attn Family Foundation. It's a foundation named in honor of her son. It's named in honor of her mother and her nephew's grandmother. The foundation would hold and host annual and quarterly charity events to help those in Memphis who are less fortunate. I would later learn that her nephew's parents had attended Abyssinian from time to time. I knew some of his songs, at least the more notable ones, like Major, or on the Mercedes, that's Major.
Preach.
Or
Preach.
R&B, which I'll say stands for Rich Negro Broad. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion was on it, so you had to know. But I even went outside today, water on water on water. But more seriously and regretfully, my fondest memories are now enshrouded in tragedy. Aunt Rita sent me an email back in October of 2021 saying, quote, Pastor Earle, I am the board chairperson of the Attn Family Foundation Incorporated, and we're looking to partner with Abyssinian Missionary Baptist Church to host the Prison Fellowship Angel Tree Christmas program and party for children in the community whose parents are incarcerated. Paper Route Empire, Young Dolph, and Key Glock will also be a sponsor and supporter of this event, end quote. She went on to say, I just really need to confirm the church that we'll be partnering with, and I thought of you because I would love for Dolph to get a taste of a black preacher that may be more relatable to him and his interests. I still struggle to know all of what she meant with that statement, because the days went by and we finally confirmed the final details on Wednesday, November 17th at 10:48 a.m. I was making my way back to Memphis from Little Rock when we sent the confirmation email, and by the time I made it back to Memphis, Adolph Thornton Jr. had become an ancestor. I began to dive more deeply into the details of his life, and it brought to mind for me a notable statement by a guy named Edgar Guest. And he's known by some to be the people's poet. He opens and closes his most notable poem saying, I'd rather see a sermon than hear a sermon any day. The implication of this phrase is that what matters the most in our lives and the legacy that we'll leave is not necessarily what we say, but moreover what we do. It's not about our lip service or proclamation, it's about our lifestyle and practice. He was talking about a life that preaches, and that's what I think of when I think of the life, the love, and the legacy of Young Dolph. Say his name.
Young Dolph.
Say his name.
Young Dolph.
Dolph lived a life that preached. It was a sermon that was not just spoken. Moreover, it was a sermon that was seen. And I'd rather see a sermon than hear a sermon any day. Young Dolph life preached, and it's still preaching today. When he died, what began to circulate about him the most was not how much he made or not the cars he drove, not even necessarily some of the songs he shared. What we talk about the most is how much he gave. We remember or recall about him that he gave to so many and gave so much. That's why we honor him today. I conclude my tribute to this brother by repeating some words that I shared with the world during his memorial service at the FedEx Forum. Dear Memphis, if we can honor Elvis Presley, I'll be damned if we can't honor young Dolph. If we can name streets after racists like Boss Crump, I'll be damned if we can't name streets after people like young Dolph. If we can erect statues in honor of white supremacists like Nathan Bedford Forrest and Jefferson Davis, I'll be damned if we don't take at least 10 seconds and raise the roof of the Orpheum by putting our hands together and celebrating somebody whose life turned dirt into diamonds. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Although the 2022 Jimmie Lunceford Legacy Awards was free for the people, all power to the people, we at the We All Be Group Incorporated still incurred a debt. So we want y'all to help us, like we help you all. Help us retire that debt. Help us retire the debt so we can keep on doing this God work that we were sent to do, because we all be in it to win it. You can cash out your support, $R2C2H2. You can Google Pay, PayPal, and Zelle your support at R2C2H2@gmail.com. That's our email, R2C2H2@gmail.com. You can even Venmo your support at R2C2H2. That's at R2C2H2. And now you can Apple Pay your support. You could type in my phone number, 901-299-4355. That's 901-299-4355. Because it takes a village to raise a jazzocracy. Because Jimmie Lunceford matters, Black history matters, and Black music most definitely matters. See how it works? Somewhere. And let me further add that the We All Be Group Incorporated is an recognized 501c3 nonprofit organization by you-know-who, the IRS. So your donation is tax deductible. Is tax deductible. Is tax deductible. Because celebrating Lunceford is our business, and we need your help.